afternoon. Here is the news at 1. I am Mike James. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has emphasized the commitment of his administration in implementing more innovative solutions to address traffic challenges. The governor applauded the Lagos State Parking Authority LASPA for its concept of the on-street parking scheme aimed at significantly alleviating traffic congestion within the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who underscored the need to implement more innovative strategies outlined in the Lagos State Transport Master Plan, including the establishment of LASPA in 2021, promised further support for initiatives like the on-street parking scheme. Sanwo-Olu urged stakeholders to comply with the Lagos State parking policy, emphasizing the administration's zero-tolerance policy for flouting transport regulations. On the part, the General Manager of LASPA, Adebisi Adelabu, said that the launch of the on-street parking scheme is a significant step by the agency in addressing parking challenges across Lagos State, noting that the urgent need to manage parking effectively amidst the increasing population and vehicle influx into Lagos State. Adelabu revealed that with over 1.2 million registered vehicles and approximately 224 vehicles per kilometer of road space, the demand for parking spaces in the commercial NAP center has intensified, impacting traffic flow and road safety. Lagos State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat says more collaboration between the state government and non-government organizations, NGOs, will enhance the general performance and successful delivery of good governance to the people of Nigeria. Hamzat, who stated this on Friday at the All Nigeria Rotary Convention, themed Hope Without Borders, said the call for collaboration becomes imperative because the government lacks the entire resources needed for the social economic needs of the citizenry. The Deputy Governor noted that while the government is building up a new Nigeria, reality dictates that other non-government actors must make the necessary changes that support the drive of government. According to him, no government in the world possesses all the necessary capacity to fulfill the developmental needs of its people. He added that, despite the insufficient resources, the number of things competing for the attention of the government are numerous, and the needs of the citizenry far outweigh the time and resources available. The federal government has outlined key initiatives aimed at accelerating economic growth and job creation in Nigeria. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Uzoka Anite, said the federal government will create national job centers to match available vacancies in industries and businesses with the available talent pool. Uzoka Anita stated that it will play a key role in the delivery of President Bola Tinubu's 8-point agenda for economic growth and job creation, access to capital, improving the playing field on which people and particularly companies operate, and ending poverty out of the 8-point agenda directly linked to the ministry. She noted that the job centers across the country will train and equip Nigerians to be job ready. The state branch of the Nigerian Medical Association NMA has suspended its proposed strike following the intervention of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. The NMA had last week given the state government a 7-day ultimatum to implement the approved hazard allowance and address other critical challenges facing the sector. In its communique from the emergency general meeting held in Akure, the association acknowledged that the state government has agreed to meet some of its demands. The NMA added that the state government pledged to expedite action on the recruitment process of health personnel to address the dire shortage of healthcare workers in the state. Pensioners in the State University at Ado-Ekiti have hailed the state governor Biodun Oyebanji for increasing the monthly subvention to the university. Governor Oyebanji recently increased the monthly subvention to the State University from 260 million naira to 410 million naira, as well as other tertiary institutions in the state. The chairman, Nigerian Universities Pensioners Association EXU chapter, Samuel Akinwale, said the increase in subvention will ease the workload of expenses placed on the university and help the management to pay pensioners and staff their dues as at when due. He asked the school management to make the plight a priority by paying their gratuities and pensions promptly. And in some foreign news, Ukraine says its troops have withdrawn from Avdiivka, a key eastern town, for months besieged by Russian forces. Head of the armed forces, Alexander Sesky, said that he acted to avoid encirclement and preserve the lives and health of service personnel. Almost all of Avdiivka's pre-war population of more than 30,000 have left, and the city itself is almost completely destroyed. However, its fall marks Russia's biggest win for months. Ukraine has been experiencing shortages in ammunition, mainly as a result of political squabbling in the U.S., its main supplier. Speaking at the Munich Security Conference, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called for more supplies to be able to defeat Russia. And over to sports news, Nigeria has won silver in the men's team at the ongoing 2024 All-African Senior Badminton Championship in Cairo, Egypt. Victor Ikechukwu defeated Kosela Mameri 2-0 with 22-20, 21-17 to hand Nigeria the lead before Anoluakpo Okpeori doubled it by beating Joseph Medel 2-0 with 21-17, 21-12. Despite leading by 2-0, Algeria came from behind to beat 3-2 in a men's final played at the Cairo International Stadium. Algeria halved the deficit in the third set when Abdelhamek defeated Godwin Olufua 2-1. Meanwhile, Nigeria edged Algeria to win the bronze in the women's team event at the All-African Seniors. Nigeria's head coach Suleiman Tajuddin praised the players for making it to the podium despite falling short. And that was our news at 1. But just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms, X formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated the Lagos State Employability Support Projects to address the labor skill gap and unemployment programs? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstates.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Dowu Olaya. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Wonderful afternoon to you, Lagos.